Hello everybody, back again with this Japanese cherry. I imagine if you're seeing this again and you've already seen the first video, you're probably thinking it's a bit early for an update, but if you look in the comments underneath the first video, you'll see I've been having a conversation a guy called Kennet, and I hope I pronounced that correctly. Check out his YouTube channel if you haven't already done so. We've been having a discussion about this tree's Nebari, and I'm going to try and zoom in on that if I can. It's not brilliant. It's not a brilliant Nebari. There was one reasonable surface root just here, hopefully you can see that, and then a couple of fairly fat, ugly looking roots there, and a scrawny little root just here. So I'm going to do a technique called Tourniquet layering. Often you'll see it done. People take a piece of wire, they'll wrap it around the trunk, tighten it up. I actually found this large zip tie when I was out walking with Cooper the other day in some farmer's field. I'm sure he won't mind that I swiped it, and the top of a flower pot, because I don't want to disturb the existing roots. I want this tree to grow well. Now, because I want this tree to put as much energy as possible into growth, because I want the trunk to swell, I'm actually going to remove the existing flowers and these buds, which seems a bit sad, but I've actually got another couple of cherry trees on the go, which may or may not one day make it onto YouTube, that are flowering at the moment, so I have still got some flowers. He knows back, Goats, before I chop your whiskers. Go on, down you get. Cooper, down. That's not quite what I meant. He's not the most obedient dog. The problem is he's a border collie. And border collies always think they know best. Anyway, back to this tree. As I was saying, I'm going to do a tourniquet layering, which involves constricting the bark. The nutrients can still flow upwards from the roots into the tree, but as the leaves produce energy for the roots in the what's the word? Photosynthesis. That's the word. It will get stopped by the tourniquet, and the tree in response will throw out new roots above the blockage, for want of a better word. I'm sure I'm not explaining that terribly well. There are other places on the internet where you can go for that sort of information, and they'll explain it far more succinctly and better than I am. From what I understand, it's less traumatic on the tree than actually cutting away the bark as you would if you were doing an ordinary air layer or ground layer. And I've had more success doing it with this than with the ring bark method. Okay, so bye bye flowers. And now the tree can put its energy into leaves and growth. sure there are a couple new buds, more flower buds there somewhere, and I'll chop them as they emerge. But the new leaves are coming, so all I'm going to do now is place the flower bud over the top. Flower pot rather, and just sort of press that into the soil so that fits. I'm going to take this and essentially I am just going to pull it as tight as possible around the trunk of the tree. I'm going to try and get that bit at the back, so if it does anything it will be tucked out of sight. Bear with me. Okay, so I think that's about as tight as I'm going to get it. Cut that off. As I say, now in theory, as the trunk swells above that, I should get new roots from this point, and then I'll be able to cut off these older roots. Now, to prevent the roots drying out as they emerge, I'm going to simply fill that with soil. Doesn't need to be too deep, just needs to be deep enough to keep that area of the tree moist as the new roots rather, when they start to shoot, very delicate, and if they dry out they will die off. So that's all. So that will be left in place at least until next spring, when the tree will be repotted, and hopefully I will have a new root system from the point that I've applied the tourniquet. Anyway, a bit waffly, but you get the point. So thanks for watching.